you just learn after a while that you just gotta prioritize, and you'll come to a point where you realize that there's things in life that are still, just takes priority over your career sometimes. It's like I think the hard part is that like our, our career is how we, make money and survive and have a life. But if you have your career and you have money and you don't have a life to live for, then like that also defeats the purpose too.
Yeah.
We are the
Get Realisms podcast.
I am Madam Chase Reddy.
And I am Christine Chen. And surprise, we're both filmmakers.
We get into it by sharing secrets, advice, and gossip in filmmaking.
And we even get our other filmmaking friends to share theirs too.
So please, everybody, join us for
an ode
to
filmmaking.
We're both mobile right now.
Yes. Oh, I fucking don't have a pen. Oh well. All right. I guess I don't know the episode name or the episode number of this. We're one of the episodes, y'all. All right. You ready to do this, Chrissy?
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Get Realisms podcast, episode 130 something. 130.
Was it 133?
134.
I don't know.
No, 134. We're on 134 now.
Okay.
All right, you guys, we freaking did it, guys. We did it. We're here, 134. Christine is still in Vancouver. What's happening over there, Christine?
Yes. Not too much. I did get to go do like a little mini meetup. It wasn't really a mini meetup because I invited random people and there was only like one to showed up, but it was a great conversation. I met a VFX cinematographer, Rakesh, and we just kind of chatted. And he has a series he's working on that was actually, he sent me the script. I read it. It's pretty good. So I don't know. We're going to chat and see what's up. I think there's thoughts of, for sure, after coming here, realizing how easily, logistically, it is to go between Los Angeles and Vancouver. So I am not opposed to working in Vancouver.
No, I mean, especially on the same time zone, kind of helps,
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, and also I feel like in terms of quality of life, it's slightly better than Los Angeles. So in a lot of aspects, the things that annoy me are for the most part not an issue, and not as big of an issue in Vancouver. So
is it commuting better?
Yes, way better. So here are all the issues I have with LA. Commuting is a huge one. Vancouver has a really great mass transit system. Really good.
Okay.
And so it's very easy to get anywhere. It doesn't mean that you'll get there the fastest. And that's oftentimes not like what I care about. It's often just like the stress of sitting in traffic that you're wasting your time. Because like, even if it takes, let's say, 48 minutes to go via mass transit and, I don't know, 40 minutes sitting in traffic, even for a 10-minute, thing in LA, I would take the mass transit anytime,
Mm-hmm.
And it's just the fact that like I can do other things I want to, or, save on gas or whatever. It's just super affordable. The second thing is I walk everywhere by myself in Vancouver, downtown, and really anywhere. And I've not felt a single time like I'm in danger of any sort. That's really big. I wish I could say that's the same for Los Angeles, but it is not at all. I've maybe if I say go to Vancouver and I leave my car for 3 days and something happens to it, okay, maybe I'll feel differently, type thing. But everybody who lives here has told me no, like it's really, 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 really safe. That's why a lot of people come here and don't leave, because they like to, raise their families here. It's a family city, which is fantastic. And yes, I'm getting older, I
Not that old, but okay.
but these are things you think about.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
But I mean,
So
you're right, though. I don't think. I mean, I know families do exist in LA, and I'm sure there are still thriving families and whatnot. But I feel like, yeah, it might be a little more. Yeah, I guess a peace of mind when you're in Vancouver because you don't see, a whole bunch of shit. Although I feel like maybe there's certain parts of LA that are better than others. You know what I mean? But
sure, yeah, it's this. It's like I'm sure, like it's just the concentration of shitty things that happen in LA is just significantly higher so far that I've seen. And also you can just tell by like walking through the city, it's like not trashed and it's easy to get around. And there's even though there's a lot of people, like I don't know. It's a feeling like it just doesn't. I just don't feel this level of safety in LA at all. So no, that's definitely another big thing, and it fulfills the biggest requirement is that there is a huge film industry here. And talking to a lot of people, they're like, "Yeah, there's just stuff shooting here all the time," And so, I mean,
so
what?
traffic, safety is way better in Vancouver.
Yeah.
What else do you think?
Hi. Yes. Thank you. Have a great New Year as well yourself, Virgil.
Thank you so much.
Yes. I think the other thing is there's an integration within Canada. Oh, and maybe I can't just say the entirety of Canada, but in Vancouver, that I haven't really experienced as much elsewhere in the U.S. And it's this like people are all sorts of color, shapes, sizes, and stuff like that, but like nobody bats an eye. It's just that's how it is, and it's very, very integrated. Like, still within the U.S., you go to Koreatown to find Koreans. You go to,
Right.
certain areas to find Filipinos. You go to another area to find. It's like all meshed in here, and it's like I'll walk down and see. Oh, okay, cool. There's a Indian store, and then right next to that is a Chinese store, and then right next to that is like a regular, like a not non-specific Western store, and then so it's just all integrated, and it's the same within the system as well. So like people who are working and whatnot, it's all kind of integrated. And I've talked to a lot of people, and yesterday I talked to a new friend who said, yeah, it's he's French, and he's that like he used to live in Miami, and he said in the U.S. there's this feel of assimilation. You have to be like everyone to fit in as an American. He's in Vancouver. He said Canada specifically, but in Vancouver, he said you can be whatever you are, and you can adhere to those cultures and customs and whatever, but still be Canadian.
Right.
So I thought that was very interesting, and I really like that. The level of diversity that I've experienced on this trip has been like really awesome. You just everywhere is people are speaking different languages, and I don't know. It's you would think that maybe I'm just hanging out in the wrong places, but in Los Angeles, it just feels like it's very like siloed everywhere.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like, okay, Beverly Hills, you're gonna find all the plastic people, and then here in Chinatown, you're gonna see Chinese people, and if you go to Koreatown, you'll see the Korean people, and then when you go to, it's just like that. It's very rare to be like, oh, we're just all meshed together.
And it's way better that way, I feel like. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you can communicate, it's friendlier. You don't you can say hi without feeling like this person's gonna tell me to fuck off, So are
Yes.
there like I mean most metropolitan cities in America isn't like the most conservative. It's more liberal than anything.
Yeah.
It feels that way with Vancouver. It just feels like there's less of like the nationalistic noise and more of the diverse noise.
Yeah, yeah. It's just, I mean, Canadians are proud to be Canadians. That's no doubt about that. But I think it's just that being Canadian means many different things, and you don't really have to adhere to one way to be a Canadian. And I know the U.S. tries to say that they do that, but I think there's just so many places in the world that don't really actually mean that.
No.
So, yeah, and I'm sure because coming from primarily the South, you know, there's just not. It maybe it just hasn't gotten there, but like Austin is not the most diverse place. Even though
No.
it's awesome. I love Austin.
Mhm.
I haven't. I think Houston maybe is more diverse type thing, but even then like I didn't feel this level of like cultural integration. So, yeah, that's just kind of feeling. I mean, obviously the weather is not as nice, and but like you can travel a few hours and get to the mountains, and travel a few hours and see the ocean, and I don't know, it's pretty cool.
You're
It's
pretty close in
Vancouver. I like
proximity
you.
of everything. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. So, but the biggest, I just think I need to live somewhere with mass transit. A better mass transit system. Somebody said
That's crazy.
Yeah, Vision said Texas used to be great. I mean, Texas is still great.
Oh, it's still
just
great. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still great. And the U.S. is still awesome. It's just there's many things that can still be improved, even for a excellent place. So like we still talked about that with Canadians. They're like, like U.S. still has like one of the strongest economies. It's cool. Yeah, totally. There's a
Yeah.
reason for that. Yeah,
Healthcare.
but there's just many things. Yeah, but no health care.
Not for us.
Yeah. So yes, yet another thing, healthcare
Mm-hmm.
in Canada.
Yep.
Yeah. But no, I'm glad I came. I don't leave until I go to Whistler's on Saturday. So I'll go to Whistler Saturday, Sunday, and then I
Where's
fly
that?
out on
Whistler's.
Monday. Whistler's, I heard it's like 4 or 5 hours from Vancouver. It's towards the mountains. Basically, we're going into the mountains.
And how long are you
Yeah.
there?
Only just really just a day and a half.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be fun.
I've never been and wanted to check it out type thing. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then I will, and then after that I'll go to Seattle, see Suma, and then I'll be back in LA for, I think, 2 weeks, and then I will leave for Taiwan for 2 weeks.
Are you? You're
Yeah.
going to Taiwan?
Yeah.
Oh
I'm excited.
my God, that's crazy.
Yes.
Did this just happen, or did you plan this for a while?
No, the last trip when I went back to visit my parents around Thanksgiving, I had brought it. Sorry, was it Thanksgiving? Yes, Thanksgiving. I brought this up like, hey, I think I should try to go back this year, because he's still in Aberdeen. Nice. Yeah. So originally we met at the Ursley tour at the Mermaid Museum. Yes, which was pretty awesome.
Nice.
So, anyway, sorry, backtrack. Yes, and so I told my dad, my grandparents are getting older and everything, and who knows? Well, my one surviving grandma, and I figured this year, if I go earlier, hopefully, because what everybody has said is that once the year starts, I mean the year has started, but it's just going to be pretty busy because things are coming back into production. So I'm anticipating that we're gonna have a fruitful many years, and so I'm getting what travel I would like to do out of the way as soon as possible, and then I haven't been back to Taiwan since the beginning of since prior to the pandemic starting. So I'm gonna do one just to see cousins and family and stuff like that. So
That's awesome.
yeah, and the cool thing is I get to go back for the first time during Chinese New Year. So it's gonna be nuts because it's also the
Yeah.
year of the dragon. And
Oh shit,
so
yeah. Oh, it's about to be
yeah,
lit in Taiwan, dude. Holy
yeah,
shit.
excited. You know, we'll see what happens. That's pretty cool. So yeah,
And
lots
how long are
of
you gonna be there for?
things to look forward to. I think 2 weeks. 2 weeks was the um because I just came back from another freaking. I'm like, I need to at least go back to LA at some point and try to do some work. But
I was about to say
to
you're
be
probably
fair, I have.
Go ahead.
To be fair, I've done quite a bit of writing which is good. So
That's
um,
great.
so this trip has not been for naught. So,
Yeah. Well, you're probably gonna get
work-wise.
more work in Taiwan. You're gonna show up and you're gonna be like, hey, we need a director or a first AD. Can you
that would be cool.
That would be crazy, wouldn't it?
That would be cool. Yes. Yeah. That would be that. Actually, that's on my bucket list of, hey, I would love to be able to use my Mandarin elsewhere to direct. I mean, I did that with 6 words, but that's a little bit different. But it would be, I mean, like, why be able to speak a whole another language and not be able to use it?
Yeah, that's how I feel. If I'm not around those people, it sucks because you can't communicate.
Yes.
Yeah. That's fucking awesome though, dude. I'm happy for you. At least at least like you're constantly doing something. I think you're right. I think it's better to just like, you know, have have things going on right now because in the next like couple of few months it's gonna start. Yeah, that's how I felt like here, supposedly. But I don't know, man. Like I feel like you're right. I feel like there's gonna be a maybe not a resurgence, but there's gonna be a steady flow of work coming in.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah. That's the hope, at least. That is the hope for all of us in the film industry.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. That's why I'm out here in good old California because you know, I got to be seeing the family before, you know, things get hectic again because like the last 2 or 3 years it's just been like, you know, hey, are you going to come to California to see your family? I'm like, oh, yeah, maybe, I don't know. And then I get a gig. It's like, hey, when are you going to come over? I'm like, no, I don't know. Yeah. So I have to make time. It's like this past year since the strikes and stuff. I'm like, all right, I can't just skimp out on, you know, seeing my folks. So yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly. That's like where I'm at too. But how is it seeing your family and everything?
It's great. You know, it's been quite a while because I've been working so much, and that's kind of like
That's
the
good
shitty.
though, yeah.
It is, but it's kind of the shitty part about working in the film industry because like there's so many times. Well, not so many, but there's definitely quite a few times, handful of times where you know I miss out on dates or you know special events or gatherings and you know seeing family even sometimes you know and it sucks, but like. I'm very lucky that my family understands for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's kind of like bullshit for me to just like blow them off again and be like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna be working again. So yeah, I don't know.
I mean, this is the sacrifice of our industry. It takes it, and you're not the only, obviously not the only one, but I think it's you learn as you are in this industry longer, and this is for everybody out there who's, you know, been struggling or just in the industry, is that it's so easy to put off our own lives for our careers because it is already so hard to make a living in this career. And so what happens is that you keep putting off things that will make your life fruitful and meaningful, you know? You don't go on dates. I can tell you that. It's been a while. I mean, right now I am, but like there was a very long period of time I didn't date, you know? Because when was there time, you know? And then there's you don't go travel. I didn't for a very, very long time either because, oh, what if I book a gig, What if and you're going to leave and then somebody's going to be like, "Hey, are you available tomorrow?" And you're like, "Great. I literally just booked this gig. Booked this trip. No, I am not." There's a running joke within the industry that to book anything you got to plan a trip basically. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I think you just learn after a while that you just gotta prioritize, and you'll come to a point where you realize that there's things in life that are still, just takes priority over your career sometimes. It's like I think the hard part is that like our, our career is how we, make money and survive and have a life. But if you have your career and you have money and you don't have a life to live for, then like that also defeats the purpose too.
Yeah. There's nothing to create without it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're right, dude. I think, I think it was important, especially like even just being back here for like a day. I got here Monday and, yesterday was like my first like full day and I kind of like, it was crazy because like, seeing like all of like the old stepping grounds that I've, had like in the Bay Area growing up and stuff like that. Like I kind of like, I didn't quite realize until I got here. I think you might relate to this too. It's almost like I kind of like need to come back. Like it almost feels like full circle in a way where I'm just like,
yeah.
oh my God, I'm a completely different person. Like
Person.
6 years ago when I lived here,
Yeah.
before I
Yeah.
moved to Texas. And then after I moved to Texas, I don't know if I'm a completely different person, but a lot has changed, in my life,
Sure.
and
Yeah.
I'm thankful for it. But like, it's so crazy coming back here. Like, I definitely felt homesick too, a little bit. Like, I just like, it's almost like a breath of fresh air. It's like, oh, fuck, I'm back home. Oh, this feels so great, But I know, like, Austin is still my home. I still like Austin. But yeah, this was definitely like a much needed trip for me to just be like, yeah, dude, you gotta tune out the fucking noise every once in a while and just see your family a little bit. You
Yeah.
know?
Just yeah. That's why. That's why I've been running out, leaving LA so much. You just have to tune out the noise and get
Yeah.
out of whatever the hustle and bustle, the and everything, and kind of reprioritize and rethink what is actually important to me.
Because it's so
So-
crazy how time just gets the fucking best of you. And I know we talk about this for over 100 episodes now, but I have to bring it up still. Time is never on our side, Christine. Never. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you can't. I mean, hire more people. And I sound like a fool.
I mean, yeah. But you've been in this game for so long. I feel like you're kind of like, I don't know if you're owed to say that, but it's
It feels like a big, yeah. I had over a decade. Feel like the scenes and stuff.
yeah, absolutely. I feel like there should be a level of entitlement for you to just be like, listen, kids, I've been around the block a few times. Don't fuck with me.
I'm in my 50s, so
30% battery life left. Yeah.
I feel like you.
Can you like just maybe fix the cord on the mic? It cut out a little bit on the microphone. Just like wiggle it. I think you should be good.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. Awesome.
Okay. Both of us, Adam and I, are all on our mobile setups.
Yeah.
So please excuse us if we cut out here and there because we can't predict the places that we're at in their Wi-Fi settings. So
No. Yeah. And I'm using a MacBook Pro from 2013 or 2012.
oh, 2012.
Yeah, I mean it's over 10 years old. You know, it's almost 12 at this point. But you know, it still works, baby. It's still I just can't use more than one program or it'll crash. No, but that's good though, Ben. Like, and you said, are you going out on dates in Vancouver?
I am.
Let's
It's
go.
been great, actually. Yeah, it's been really nice. My co-producer, Mylene, she's like, you are having like a holiday across the not pond this time, but across the. She called it something
Yeah, you're like Cameron Diaz in The Holiday.
in Canada.
Yeah.
No, it's been nice. She said holiday across the border. Sequel. It's a sequel.
It's the sequel.
Prequel,
That's awesome.
sequel, whatever. Or it's in the part of the but yeah, I started to date traveling because I really believe that your person can be anywhere, and if the connection is right, you'll maintain it. And maybe it wasn't happen at that point, but you will get to meet so many cool people along the way. So why limit yourself? So yeah,
Right.
I've had a great luck meeting some really nice people. Just learning about their stories and why they're in Vancouver and stuff like that. So I think I talked to somebody who manages like marketing stuff for different companies, and I like learned some stuff like tools and things I can use for my own, for Get Realisms, etc. So it's cool stuff like that. You just as I'm just approaching 2024 open and devoid of expectations. I have ideas as to what I would like to manifest or I would like to accomplish, but there's it's loose guidelines. Loose guidelines.
Well, you kind of have to do that for yourself, you know? You got to be happy at some point. You can't just be like, oh, I'll find somebody in LA if you can find anybody in LA, you know?
Yeah. But dating, the nice thing is it puts you in a carefree zone. And it's a vibe that you can most definitely recreate where you live. So that's helped me. So now I've realized how time consuming it is as well. So
I can't
if I have
imagine.
any chance of finding anybody anywhere, you just have to put in the time. That's just kind of how it goes. Yeah. So I need to go do things in LA that are not just work related, and go do fun things as well. Go explore the city, as if I were a tourist as well. So,
Did you see anything cool since last time we talked?
yeah, I've been to. I went to suspension bridges. Did I tell you that last time? I can't remember.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
You did.
So this time around, I got to visit my cousin. Did I
Nice.
tell you that? Yes.
No,
so,
you haven't.
My cousin, I haven't seen her. We were trying to figure out when was the last time we saw each other, and I swear we think it was 12 years ago, and because she lived in Taiwan then, and she went to Whistler's and fell in love, and then now has a 7-year-old beautiful daughter named Michelle.
Aw, sweet.
Yeah, so I hadn't seen her since then. So I'm gonna go visit her again on Friday in her turf because they were nice and came to my turf this time around. So I'll go and visit them, bring my anxiety dog with me. And yeah, so that was nice to be able to. And what's neat is that her husband actually really, really loves production and does great work. He's trying to start his own production company too. So I was like, "Yay, another one of us
Yeah. And now
in the
you
family."
you have a liaison, or you have a
Yeah,
now you have a mentee, a liaison.
yeah,
I mean, you're I'm proud of you, dude. You're fucking doing it. You know what I mean? You're traveling, you're seeing friends, family, you're dating. That's crazy. I haven't dated. I think I'm gonna die in a
dude.
house full of
So
puppies.
much time, dude. That's what I would have been. House full of puppies. I would be great. I wouldn't mind dying in a house full of puppies.
Is
They
there
might
a
be
worse
hypoallergenic.
situation? I mean, yeah. There can be a worse situation, right? Besides choking on your soup by yourself.
Oh, sad. Yes, no. Yeah. No, it's funny as priorities change. I don't know, 2024 I'm just gonna be just as open as possible. I think
Yeah.
we talked with Roxy about this, and Roxy's like, every year I say this is gonna be my year, and then I get disappointed. That's what she was saying. And she's like, this year I'm just not gonna say anything. So then we're just gonna be like, let's just be open and hope things are great.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's better to just be open than to just like set up like the most expectations, But I mean, we do that all the time, though. You know what I mean? I mean, that's like how you're supposed to as like filmmakers. You're just going to set impossible goals, and then you're like, well, I have to follow through with it. I have to do it.
We're just I think you're amazing. We think you're amazing. Yes. They're fantastic.
Oh,
I met
thank you.
Him and his husband, and they're both they and their husband. So bad at the pronouns. So, and that doesn't excuse it. I'm trying to be better about it. And yeah, there's the support that they gave us for Ursley was amazing. So, anyway, yeah. So 2024, we'll see what happens. I mean, it's already starting off pretty well. I'm here,
Yeah?
and yeah, like I said, I met some filmmakers, and one of them, I think we are like on the same page, so maybe I'll be considered to direct his project. So I mean, I've written some stuff, so I think it's good. Yeah. What's yours? Or have you done much writing recently?
Yeah.
So,
Yesterday,
using your time at home to do some writing.
Oh yeah. And it's been raining out here in the Bay Area, so yeah, I'm using this time to write. It's been great, Like my dad lives in like a quiet neighborhood, so like I can just like walk around and I can just listen to music, vibe out, and just yeah. So it's been nice. So I definitely feel like I'm getting a lot of work done here. And yeah, I just been keep writing. I've been trying to like gather like a wish list of people who I've worked with or people I've interacted with to see if they can like do a table read soon. Yeah, I want to do a table read at some point. I don't know when. I still am gathering like the people who in my brain I feel like are going to be good, but I don't know, And I think when you brought up the writers or the table read, I think is like a good idea, to just work it all out, make sure it sounds good, Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. And I'm not pressuring myself either. You know what I mean? Like I felt like when I was back home, like every day at like 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. It's like, okay, you gotta get something done. You gotta get work done. You gotta get this. You gotta get that. You gotta get this. And then I prioritize other things over like the script that I'm very passionate about. So now I can push everything to the side and just be like, listen, it's just you and your laptop, baby, and you got your family, but like, your family at some point is gonna be like, all right, fuck off. We got other shit we got going on, unemployed boy. So go make like a tree and make yourself useful.
Boy.
Um,
You were the boy.
He wasn't good enough for us. Yeah. There's something else I was going to ask you and I forgot, dude. It was a juicy one.
Ooh,
Yeah.
you forgot.
It was in my
I'm gonna
brain.
Bring up 2024 again, since we're
Mm.
only
Oh, do you have
3 days in.
do you have resolutions? I don't.
I don't really do resolutions. I will
Okay.
I have a vision board on my laptop,
Okay.
a screensaver type thing, and I'll update it a little bit with like, okay, what are things that I would like to see happen? So, what's funny? I'm looking at this board. A lot of things have kind of weirdly happened, but like I see this picture of like the woods and stuff, and I think there's a picture of like the beach and a picture of Hawaii. I didn't split time abroad in London, but it doesn't mean that's never going to happen.
Mm.
Get Realisms is increasing. I haven't gotten it's a CAA, so that's been a big one is trying to get representation. I have done lots of done a better job taking care of myself. So I think moves in direct for a living is one of them. So pilot pitch. I did make a pilot pitch. So and I am going towards directing for a living. So these little things on my vision board, and I'll go and update that and see there's a little or refine or whatnot. But I'll have some specific goals, maybe like what the next project, or not speaker, I'm gonna direct, something like that.
Okay.
But nothing like, oh, I'm going to go to the. I don't know. I feel like people don't care to like resolutions. I'm always looking at my goals and trying to see how I can.
I mean, I feel like resolutions are good for like habits. You know what I mean? Like if you need like a workout habit or like you need like, if you have an addiction habit or whatever, like I feel like they're good as like, I don't know, accountability tools, I guess.
Yes.
You
You see it in my right?
No, not really. I say I should, but I never do because I feel like with resolutions, like most of the time, I don't want to make a promise that I can't even like fulfill for myself. Right. You know what I mean? So when I say like, oh, I want more work, it's like, well, what does that mean?
It's
like
beyond your control, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I think I'm just gonna, I'm open for anything, and I will say this: maybe this is a resolution. I just like you getting back in the dating pool. I'm open for love. I am open. I'm open to date.
Love. We're both open for love. Yay!
Well, because I don't want to keep. Yeah. I can't just. I'm 29. I don't want to keep. Just kicking the can down the road and just being like, oh, I don't need a woman in my life. Women have cooties. I don't need that in my life.
Oh.
No, but
well,
I mean,
I'm 38. So, but yes, you'll end up like me.
No. Well, your situation is actually not too bad. You know what I mean? And you have a really good point in like, you don't want to be beholden to one specific area. If there's a way to expand your, I guess dating proximity, your dating range. Yeah, your dating range. It's like Tinder. Yeah. You can extend your range and shit. Yeah, and it work. It's I mean, I feel like that can work. You know, I just feel like going to one specific area. I don't think I'm gonna find. I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll find somebody in Austin, but who? Am I gonna hedge my bets on it? I don't know. Maybe.
I think the conclusion is overconfidence. So
Well,
resolutions
And-
are all on something that with a very specific results, and they're great for like goals. I'm a huge goal setter.
Yeah, me too.
That's fantastic. But you can't just be like, okay, by the end of 2025, I'm going to be married, or like it's to a person who's 6'2", with like you can't do that.
no, you can't make impossible standards for yourself.
Yeah.
No.
So I think on the lines of their instead of New Year's resolution for me, I think I want to continue to be active. That was a huge goal starting. I think started last year before. I've been very good about it. Because health is number one. If you don't have good health, you can't do anything. So, working out. It's not every day, like every other day type thing. Even here on vacation, I am as well. So shout out to class Pat. I want to, whatever it looks like, I want to make sure that I'm always working towards what it means to be directed. So whether that's writing, whether that's watching something that will make me a better director, whether that's talking to other people who are directors, learning from them. I want to commit that every single day I'm doing something towards what I ultimately want to be a director. So, having joined the PGA now, I will probably not be able to take as much work as I used to because most of the stuff I used to do is non-union.
Yeah, you say
but-
that though, but I have a feeling it's going to be the opposite for sure. I feel like people are going to hit you up left and right. Dude, you have AD background. You know what I mean? That's like a crazy useful tool. That means like directors can walk into production and understand the workflow and understand like everything that entails. Because I feel like that's even more of a step up than probably. Well, I'm not a DGA guy, but I feel like if you throw a rock, you probably won't hit many DGA members that are as knowledgeable as you when it comes to below the line stuff.
I appreciate that. I think it's useful.
Fuck yeah, it's useful. Are you kidding me? Hell yeah.
An AD that has enough production experience that they can, be like, hey, you probably don't need another take of this because edit it this way. Cool.
Right.
You're right. Let's move on. That type thing. So, I do hope that when I AD, that I get to work with directors who are open and want help, or are directors that know what they're doing and that I can learn from. I would love to be in that space. That would be nice.
You should. Yeah.
I would like to reach a different level. It was just it just got to I've talked to Roxy about this. It just got to a point where I'm like, no more. Like I cannot. It's bad when you're resenting the people that you're working with because they aren't prepared in a way that you would be prepared for.
Oh,
So,
yeah. But that's why like you have the edge over everybody else, right? Because at the end of the day, if you understand production through and through and you can communicate to every single department, dude, you know what I mean? Like the workflow and the days, you will make your days. And I feel like with your schedule and your call sheets and whatnot, like you know, sometimes you hit AD brain and you're just like, well, we don't have a choice. We have to move on now, or we have to do another whatever, another shot or anything, you know, because you know the process, you know the in and out of it. And I wouldn't be surprised if you're going to run into a lot of people who are just like, it takes like lighting what, like 10 minutes to light a scene, to light an interior.
Oh my god!
You know?
Yeah, that's
It's like, hey, how about you use your brain, assholes? I'm kidding, but you know what I mean.
yeah. But hopefully, I hope we now that I'm officially in the union that I will be able to meet help. I would love a mentor. I don't think I've had one. Figured out most things, and out of necessity, not because I didn't want to. I would like one. I would like somebody who would be like, "Hey, you should insert what you should do.
Yeah.
If you are doing that, and this might help you. You know, stuff like that."
Well, I'm curious. Is there
Let
like
me know
a
if you need a production partner? Thank you.
sheesh? Is there a oh fuck? What was I going to ask you? God damn it. Are you?
This is what old age looks like, guys.
Yeah.
Just forget what you're talking about.
Yeah, dude. Christine. Yeah, I'm turning 29, which means Christine is on her way out, y'all. It's just going to be me running the
what?
podcast.
Hi.
I'm kidding. No.
Wait. That's so sad.
No. Fuck. What was I gonna say? It was something about DGA. I feel, is there like a community, like a Facebook group or something of like DGA people you can like, I'm sure there are meetups
that's a
and
great
stuff.
question. There probably is. I should probably look into that. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Yeah, now that I'm part of the group club.
You're part of the club, boy.
They're supposed to send me like a welcome packet and all that stuff. Since I haven't been home, I don't.
Oh, cool. All right.
Yeah. So I'll. Also, I think so many things that have been shut down really the last few days, 6 months. So I think people are like, now wait. I'm like, oh shit, I have to do work. So, yeah.
Shit, we have jobs.
Yeah, but we have jobs. Yes. Hopefully we have jobs. But yeah. That's a good thought. Find some groups.
I'd imagine there would be. Yeah, I mean that'd be wild to have a whole entire ass fucking union, and you're just like, do y'all talk to each other? It's like, no.
We're in this group, but we don't talk to each other.
No, we don't even know who we are. You know, it's like working for the secret society or the Illuminati. You know, it's just like there's like hand signals. It's like tipping the hat, and you know you're part of the club.
You're part of the DGA. Secret handshake.
All right. Well, we have 10 more minutes until we gotta wrap this up. So, no resolutions for good old Christine and Adam, but we do have goals.
Goals.
We do have goals. So for DGA, maybe I asked you last week, and if I did, folks, I'm sorry. I'm going to be repeating questions at this point. But are there like a specific like job boards, I guess, for DGA people, or it's all connections, I assume.
What happens? I believe you get listed, like you're on like a special, almost like phone book type. You know, like here's the, I don't know, 500 people are in DGA or whatever. You know,
yeah,
could be in these different areas, and when somebody's going to production, they can go to this specific list and find their, you know, the options for DGA versus assistant directors. You know? So I think that's how it works. I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, you're just a fresh member now. You know what I mean? You just got in.
I have no clue. Part of me is like, did I make the right decision? You know, like you can't help but wonder. But I heard that it is like this for many people. It's always a transitioning period that's like questionable. You're like, did I do the right thing? So
I mean,
I'll let you
I
know.
think
And
you did. That's it, it's fucking crazy, dude. Like I tell people all the time, like, yeah, I mean, my mentor is DGA. What do you want from me? I learned everything.
come at me, brah.
Come at me, bro. You think you know better than I do? I'm sorry. Do you know a DGA member? Are they your mentor? Oh, sorry. Okay. I just know things. Can you imagine just me flexing that? That'd be crazy.
Hey, use it. if for anything, if it's good, use the flex.
Yeah.
The flex that we can get. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe who knows? Maybe there's a DGA dating board. Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm just
That would be
saying.
no, dude. Dude, can you imagine like you just created another business idea and you're like a dating app for DGA members?
I need to stop coming up with business ideas. Viable, good business ideas.
Listen,
That is a brilliant idea.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Do you think DGA members are going to be dating? Hell no. They're going to be working like you. They're going to be, trying to hit the pavement as much as they possibly can. Do you think they got their asses got time for dating and shit? Hell no. And it sucks too because you don't know who you're going to be with, and they're going to be like, wait, you travel how many times and you work more than 12 hours a day? Oh, well then, never mind. Bye. Yeah, but I mean, so you're on the. I mean, we have a few more minutes, I guess, but you're on the dating apps. So like, are you on Hinge or Tinder or anything like that?
All of it.
So what's better,
Hinge,
in your
Tinder.
opinion?
I've just not thought about what's better. I think they all do
the same job.
Have shitholes. Yeah, they all do the same job. All of them will have shitty people, but
Cool.
And you will find cool people also on Tinder. So
Okay.
I feel like
Yeah.
I've met people from multiple platforms, and I've gotten lucky. I've met some really nice people. So
Yeah, every single one of my family member, well, not every single one, but like so many of my friends, so many of my family. There's even one of my best friends from one of my childhood friends is getting married, who just proposed, and he found his girl on Tinder like 3-4 years ago. But me haven't found shit. We got a comment from Brandy, Play No Lie by Deshun. I mean, I'm trying to be on my boss girl phase, but shit just, shit gets out of whack. You know what I mean? Sometimes I don't have the confidence, and sometimes I'm just like, I don't want to do this dating app shit. It sucks. I'm running into people who never text me back. They probably think I'm a creep. They probably think I'm a weirdo and shit like that, so
I
move
think
on.
The key is quantity. Because it's a probability aspect, right? So it's just like finding an investor. You just
I know. It
you
just
throw
feels
it all
so
out there.
It feels so weird.
I know.
I hate it.
But it's like you just throw out there, and then when there's quantity, then you don't fixate on stuff.
No.
Right?
That's
So
true.
it's like if somebody cancels or there's a no-show or stands you up and stuff, you're like, well, I've got like 5 other people that wanted to go on a date with me anyway. So let's go look down this list and see who wants to come.
I wish I had that. I've had people, or I had dates stood me up before, and I didn't have any option. I'm just going home fucking sad.
Or sit at the bar and talk to. That's what I did. I had that experience. I will tell about a stand-up story that just happened. Yeah, I was at a bar and I was supposed to meet somebody, and I had kind of an idea that I was maybe going to be stood up, and I did.
Oh,
But I parked myself next to a very good-looking guy, and we just talked the whole time. He, was a very good guy and told me flat out that, hey, he's in possibly a new, he doesn't know what it is, but like could be something relationship. But like we had a good time just chatting, and it was like great,
Shit.
I do think that while we were chatting, it's very possible that the person I was supposed to meet like showed up, but I couldn't quite tell. But by that time, I was like, I'm in a really nice conversation. Like, I'm just gonna keep talking to this.
Yeah, fuck
dude.
them. Yeah. Especially if they're late.
So
You know?
yeah, they were super late.
Yeah.
If it's who I think it was, it was like really late. So, but that's the thing. Was it lemonade out of lemons or something? It's the saying.
Yeah.
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 So
I
next
mean,
time,
you get what
here's
you
that.
get. Yeah, you take with what you can get. Yeah. And you make the best of anything, which is that's cool. It's just, I mean, I'd be remiss to say that this shit isn't fucking exhausting.
It's exhausting. I'm not saying it's not exhausting. It is exhausting, but yeah, you just gotta next time just go and
I just
find
gotta-
yourself at the bar.
Yeah, I gotta stop being a baby about it because I just keep making. That's the thing. It's like when I was like fatter when I was younger, like in high school and stuff, and I keep like psyching myself out, be like, I don't need to work out. People like fat people. I don't need to work out. I'm good. I know. So I just keep doing that, and I'm finding myself doing the same thing when it comes to dating. I'm just like, nah, I'm good. Who am I going to find? Somebody who's, just as crazy as I am, who's going to deal with my stupid schedule, and I stay up I'm a night owl.
We all have problems. It's not just you though. That's the thing. Like you can't just like harp on somebody out there is going to like us, whether or not for all of our quirks.
those are,
Because I'm sure you have those friends where you like look at and you're like, if he or she
oh,
has somebody,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure I can too.
There's so many people in my, I'm not going to name any names, but like there's people who I went to high school with, who I've done drugs with, who are now like parents and married and shit. I'm just like, wait, what? How are you a dad, dude?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like you'll go and you'll be like, oh, well, if that person is married and whatever.
Yeah, what the
there's
fuck is wrong with me? Yeah, it's like I gotta find somebody at a certain point, But yeah, you're right. You just gotta get through it, and you'll find somebody, and prioritize everything and whatnot. So,
or you'll write a script about it.
or you'll write. I'll just start a TV show about my life. No, no, you're right. I got to keep trekking along. But you know what everybody else should trek along to is the GetRealisms.com website. Get your book, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh. You think I want to be bringing this everywhere I go, even in the Bay Area where none of my family members even filmmaking? No, they think I just work on Transformers all the time until I hand them this book and they're like, wait a second. I could become a filmmaker too. This shit seems easy. It's like, it is easy.
It's not hard. It just takes a lot of time to be really good. That's all. Like, doing the actual job is not. It's funny because I mentored a lot of people now because of how old I am now. But it's just like, my answer to them is always the same. Like, the actual concepts, the actual work is not difficult.
No.
It's how much you're willing to sacrifice to be one of the best in your field, because that's the only way to really, or good enough to survive in your field, type thing. That's it. It's a lot of sacrifice, and the people who are willing to make the sacrifice are the people who really love what they do, So, yeah.
Fucking A, y'all. So if you know those sacrifices and you want the best education, GetRealisms.com, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Go to Get Realisms, GetRealisms.com.
Pick up your shirts, pick up your hats, pick up your books, pick up your t-shirt. Actually,
listen to us on IG.
Oh, yeah.
I have my shirt.
I have my shirt too. It's
look at us.
Bang! I'm flashing the
this is
camera.
dedication. We're both traveling right now.
Yeah,
We
dude.
still-
And I still bring my
Oh,
book and
shit.
all that. You know, actually, funny enough, I did pull out my book, and my half sister was just like, "Well, what's that? What do you have in your bag?" I'm like, this little thing. Oh, you don't want to know about this. You don't want to have all of the knowledge of every filmmaker ever in one bound book, do you? I know I do. You know, so that's just what it is, ladies and gentlemen. All right, well, that's been it. Instagram, Facebook, we love you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for
Happy
tuning
New
in.
Year, guys. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. First episode of the year, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're starting on.
Cool.
Christine in Vancouver in Canada. I'm in California. You know, we're doing it. California. That's right. In the Yay area. Yeah, that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, Facebook. Thank you so much, Instagram. We love you. Anything else before we head out, Christine?
Thank you for everybody who continues to tune in or ask questions, or your walk-ins who come in and whatnot. Like, we really appreciate it. We want this to be interactive and to be useful to someone. So yeah, if you're going through the industry and you're like, what the fuck am I doing, or how do I do this, or whatever, chances are we know a little bit about it, or we know somebody that can answer that question. But it's just a place to know that, hey, it is a lot of sacrifice, but there are a lot of people in this community that are willing to help out, by lending in some advice. It may not be the advice you want to hear, because a lot of the times it's super simple and it's just not. It's not like, hey, if you read this one book, you're gonna make millions of dollars.
No.
It's just not that, But we can at least let you know that you're not alone, and this industry is really tough. But what makes it bearable are the people and the community that within it that you find along the way. So,
And that's where it's at too. Yeah.
we hope we can be that for you. Continue to be that for you guys. So,
For 134 episodes, and we're never stopping. We're not stopping ever. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Instagram. Thank you, Facebook. We love ya. Bye bye for now.
Bye.